Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wyld. Today we are talking about the most dedicated DoorDasher of all time. Gets hit by a car, still completes delivery order. You know, it's amazing to me how many people are like,
oh my god, gig workers don't actually work hard. This isn't very hard work. They're just lazy, unmotivated swine. Get a real job!
and then you see a gig worker like this who literally gets hit by a car and they just keeps moving it on, you know what I'm saying? And it's about time something like this actually gone viral. So with that said, I want to go over everything that's being said in this article, how it actually is for Doordash, UberEats, and Grubhub drivers, and everything in between. So with that said, let's get started. If you're into DoorDash or cycling content on TikTok, or just reside in the Washington, D.C. area, then there's a good chance you've come across BikingDC's content. The laid-back delivery rider documents his trips throughout the city, dropping off food, packages, or capturing any misadventures that might occur along the way. Actually speaking, I really do like BikingDC's content. I feel like every time he comes up, I just gush over him, but his content is truly captivating. Like the time he completed a delivery so quickly that the DoorDash application wouldn't let him mark it as done, as he thought he was lying about the time it took to finish the order. Okay, first and foremost, the content that he typically does is less DoorDash and more Uber Eats for the most part. And yeah, because sometimes he gets the work done so quickly, we can't actually complete the order immediately. It's actually hilarious the way that happens.
There's no way you got the order done quickly like that. Why don't you actually deliver the order and then try again?
And then there are also the customers that are like,
You know, I always get food that's so cold all the time. Why is it always that you're driving so slow?
well, if we rush, that's gonna happen, so...
He set us up.
Son of a... In a recent pair of videos, though, BikingDC shared yet another unfortunate situation he found himself in. But it was decidedly scarier with potentially terrifying implications. That's because when he was en route to complete a customer's order, he was hit by a car. The two clips he documented, the incident and the subsequent aftermath, garnered over 160,000 views for the DoorDash driver. The things you do for content, huh? I'm also going to leave his TikTok as well as his profile in the description so you can develop your own opinions on the subject. I really hope that he at least got in touch with Uber about their occupational accident insurance on that subject if he was actually injured. You got smacked by a car. You literally should be getting checked out for that. Don't let gig work or any company try to tell you that you should be prioritizing your work over your health. I don't give a rip what any of them say. And while the video contains a very scary first-person view of what could have resulted in a gruesome injury, there's a refreshingly common thread that links all of the TikTokers' interactions with the people in the video. Kindness. Immediate, voluntary kindness. And you know what? That is absolutely true, because you know what? You know that he could have called the police, he could have kept the order, he could have contacted Uber, get insurance from them, get insurance from the opposing party, everything. And he decided to act in a kind-hearted, follow-through manner. That's pretty awesome. I don't care what anybody says. The clip begins with the fellow bicyclists recognizing BikingDC. They fist bump, and the man tells him that all of DC follows him, as residents of the city presumably love his content that much.
What does that mean?
It means you're my favorite
DoorDash guy.
and I love you.
Have you ever seen his content? It's pretty freaking awesome, man. Due to the fact that DC has a massive number of cyclists who regularly commute using pedals and two wheels, an estimated 18,000 people, the city has been named one of the most bike-friendly places to live in America. And if you live here in Florida, the biking friendliness seems to take a massive drop, with some people being more guilty of that than others. The law offices of Chaiken, Sherman, Camarada, Siegel, PC, rights of the nation's capital city with its extensive network of bike lanes and trails and its flat terrain. It's easy to see why cycling is so popular in the district. Okay, I'll be real with you. I've never been to Washington, D.C. I have no intention of going to Washington, D.C., but I could definitely see, with that description, why it would be so popular. The firm goes on to say that this bevy of riders also translates to more people getting hurt while riding on their bikes. Unfortunately, this also means there are more opportunities for bicycle accidents to happen. There are a lot of cyclists, especially out here, South Florida, that seem to not only drive in like packs, like almost like a wall, but they also halt the flow of traffic because sometimes, yes, they are in the bike lane. Sometimes they're just outside of the bike lane. Outside of the bike lane enough to actually prevent me from going around them. Like, if you're gonna drive just enough in the road, you might as well be in the road. Like, stop trying to hold up traffic with you being a piece of crap. But then there are considerate riders, and then there are riders that literally seem to always be in the driveway when I'm about to turn right that slow down all of traffic. Enough venting. Let's keep going. Which is a phenomenon that BikingDC experienced firsthand and caught the harrowing experience on camera. As he was riding back upon picking up a Chick-fil-A delivery, no handlebars as he usually does, a white crossover SUV pulls out of its parking spot and hits the DoorDasher's bike, causing him to catapult right off and roll onto the pavement. Ooh. I can feel that, man. And you know what's scary about that too? Because I see enough of BikingDC's content. He keeps the drink in his hand and he kind of does this with it. Is the drink okay? Because you know that the customer doesn't care about the rider. They care about the order itself. I hope he's okay, don't get me wrong. But you know that's going to be blamed on the rider there. Although it goes to show you, if you're pulling out of a parking spot, be careful. You don't know who's coming. To BikingDC's credit, he manages to avoid serious injury and springs right back to his feet, exhibiting an ability to roll with the hit and position his body in such a way that he was able to slide onto the pavement and pop himself up. I feel like I need to ask that other question. What has he been through to where he knows how to do that? Common rider out here, they don't know how to fall. They're old as hell. In fact, I remember driving one day. There was a backup of traffic and I thought it was just gonna be a bumper tap. Turns out a cyclist fell so hard, he was literally lying on the sidewalk with his eyes open. If you know what I'm saying. He knows how to not get hurt. That's not something you learn because you feel safe with everything around you. What have you been through, my guy? While BikingDC was amazingly able to save the food, the customer's drink ended up being knocked out of its drink carrier, which the TikToker shows off in a slow motion replay for added dramatic effect. Like I said, he's gonna be blamed for that.
I don't care if you got hit by a car. I wanted my drink. Ah! Can we get a full rerun, please?
Bruh. Yeah, I'm good.
Damn, I'm sorry, man.
It's all good.
What else to say? How's the bike?
That's kind of what I'm worried about. If I can move, I'm okay. But
You want to just put in your cash app?
holy crap, you're gonna try to give me that much money?
Well, yeah, I mean, I just hit
No, bro. Just trying to give me $500?
Well, I didn't know if, like, you needed to go get help.
Whatever, man. I don't want to take your money from you like that. That's crazy.
Why you block your blessing? Should have taken the 500. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I probably would have taken the 500. Put it this way, he's trying to send you money for the repair. It's better than an insurance claim. That is him saving money at the end of the day. Although I'm not gonna lie, I am impressed that he did offer anything to begin with. Still can't believe they were oblivious like that. At least y'all made up. You know what? I gotta attest to the driver for a second. Some cyclists just come out of nowhere. And it goes both ways that cyclists, pedestrians, and drivers should all be aware of their surroundings. Have you ever noticed that a pedestrian will just walk into the road, not even look both ways? Almost like they're inviting the insurance claim. I'm not saying you should do that. I'm not saying BikingDC's in the wrong that way. I'm saying all parties should be paying attention, not just the driver. Respect for not pressing charges or nothing like that. A lot of people would have taken advantage of that. My uncle is in insurance. He can attest to that point. The way that insurance typically works, it almost is like there's this reservoir of money and people are all around it with straws trying to suck up as much as they can. This guy did the opposite. He said, no, just let me make sure I'm okay and we're good to go.
Can't even ask for money, you know? I feel guilty doing it. Dude, that's me.
I really apologize.
That's okay.
I'm gonna be that guy also. It's all or nothing, my guy. Take the 500 and call it.
Shut up and take my money.
And also, you don't know if you got injured and your body just hasn't recognized it yet. I remember getting into a car accident that totaled my car, and I didn't feel physical pain in my wrist that I broke, by the way, until later. And then I had to get it checked out, and what do you know? It was broken. Had to have a splint on that for a few months.
I really apologize.
That's okay. I gotta call my company.
You like Doordash?
Yeah, Uber Eats. What's your name, dude?
Yeah, I'm Farrell.
Farrell? Josh,
Yeah,
man.
I'm really sorry.
It's okay. It happens. Accidents happen, dude.
I'm just glad you didn't hit your head. I hope your elbow's okay. So they think you got a video of it?
Oh, I do.
Oh.
This is all running right now.
Oh my god.
Yeah. We're good, though. I'm not gonna, like, come after you or anything like that. But
Like I said, this is why I would have taken the full 500. I would also get checked out at a hospital just in case. Like, nothing against Farrell, but you didn't hit your head. You might have messed up your arm. If there is any medical bills, that's on you, my dude. Yes, Uber has an occupational insurance program within its system. But either way, that doesn't mean you don't get yourself checked, too. They exchange well wishes again and go their separate ways. And in a second clip pertaining to Joshua's accident, he shows how intent he was on doing his job. Yes, he contacted DoorDash to let him know about the accident, but he also wanted to make sure his customer got their food on time. Exactly, you gotta contact support just in case. You don't know, man. Glad the guy actually took it like a man and owned up to it, instead of making excuses. You and me both, my dude. Right after he said, be safe, man. Good point on that part.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but maybe the universe isn't testing you. Maybe the universe is giving you the chance to practice what you preach.
While on his way to the customer's house, he rings them up to let them know why his food is running late, and the food recipient seems astounded on the other end of the line.
I was just hit by a car.
You know, I gotta tell you, some of these interactions with customers makes me warm in my heart and really restores a sense of humanity that I feel like sometimes is lost. Because like I said, the customer in my area, they don't care about whether I'm hurt or not. They care about getting their food. This person actually got into an accident and actually said, you got hit by a car, you good, dude?
Your drinks are not good. I'll go back and get you some fresh drinks. Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm all good. I'm all good. No. Can I please go get you the drinks? Iced coffee? No, I'm gonna go get it. No, man, you paid for this. I'm gonna go make this right. Come back and leave you your drinks, all right, man? I got you. I gotta get this delivered, man. Fist bump.
Okay.
Yep. All right, brother. I'll be right back. Thank you. No, thank you, man. Sorry about that again. I'll be right back.
And that guy is already far more of a driver and far more of a customer service person, period, as a whole, than most people in the gig economy. He could have just got an insurance claim. He could have kept the food. He could have taken the money and went home. There were so many opportunities for him to just not follow through, for him to just say, hey, you know what? I'm just not doing this. And he followed through anyway. My only concern, based on the amount of follow through he's going through, is he doing this out of fear of being deactivated? Because if that's the real reason, then I am genuinely upset about how Uber and DoorDash and all of these gig platforms have really set up this fear mongering thing over deactivation, because messed up.
And let me see, what else could we pile on? Is there any more shit we could pile on to the top of the outcome of this case? Is it possible?
He seemed cool enough, at least. Chillest person ever, not gonna lie. Straight facts. I don't even need to say anything other than that.
A big issue. So I just got smacked by a car.
So let her know what it is. That's all.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I'll pay for it. I got. You know we got to wow out again, though. And this is where the accident was.
And if you look to your left, you'll see exactly where BikingDC ended up spilling drinks after getting hit by a car, being offered $500 and only taking $250, getting his elbow hurt, not hitting his head, not getting too injured, knowing how not to get injured, and having some of the most wholesome interactions between the person who hit him, the customer, and Uber as a platform. When Josh dropped off the drinks, the customer presented him with a Ziploc bag bag filled with bandages and other first aid items, adding to the laundry list of already wholesome interactions that occurred during Josh's unfortunate Chick-fil-A delivery excursion. Ain't that the truth? The only thing I've gotten from customers around here was sometimes cash tips and headaches, but it's pretty cool that the customer was that chill about it. This is my opinion. It's worth what you pay for it. None of you pay me. There you go. I am so impressed by the overall integrity and character that is exuded throughout the entirety of this experience. The biker is okay. The driver offered money as opposed to just trying to blame somebody else or just trying to walk away scot-free. The Chick-fil-A manager that was super understanding. The customer that was providing even bandages and everything. Literally, this was the most wholesome, tragic event that I've seen in a while. Now, could there be ulterior motives behind everything? I mean, I'm jaded enough to believe anything at this point, but I'm glad that everything turned out okay. I do think that he should definitely contact Uber, contact Chick-fil-A, contact whoever in the event that he is injured in a way that he needs to get to a doctor or something like that. But that's just my opinion on the subject. All in all, keep on, BikingDC. This was an excellent display of good quality customers, good quality people in general, and I'm glad that everything turned out okay and in your favor. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.